Greetings, Future Proofers. Welcome to this week's episode of Future Proof. Do I have a hack for you? Recently, I came across the work of Cal Newport, and one of the key skills that he touts as a point of difference from artificial intelligence for us as humans is this concept of deep work. This is the book that I've read. If you're not up for the book, you can watch his TED Talk, which is equally profound, and it's a shorter version. Let me talk to you a little bit about what deep work is, why it's so important, and some simple tactics that I have employed that have fundamentally shifted not only my thinking in this space, but also my behaviour, and it significantly enhanced my level of productivity around the type of work that I love doing that positively impacts the lives of others. So first of all, what is deep work? Well, according to Cal, deep work is professional activities performed in a state of distraction-free concentration that push your cognitive capabilities to their limit. These efforts create new value, improve your skill, and most importantly are hard to replicate. Now, the reason Cal believes deep work is so important in the future is because it is one of the best ways for us to harness one of the uniquely human skills that we have, which is to go deep on a topic, derive insights and value from that specific topic or problem, and then use that insight and value to help others or to solve problems. Now, this is something that will differentiate us from AI. What I find interesting, though, that Cal talks about, because I see it and I experience it myself, is whilst this is one of the most important skills for the future, we have cultivated a generation that has been mentally programmed to be distracted, which is inhibiting our ability to do this deep work and practice this profound skill for the future. I mean, you only have to look to Silicon Valley. Do you know that there is a job that exists that is called attention engineers? And attention engineers are employed by companies that create apps for your phone, predominantly social media companies. And what attention engineers are meant to do, and I mean, this concept originally, I believe, evolved out of Las Vegas and the casinos and poker machines and getting people to spend more time on those. Attention engineers basically spend their time understanding how the brain works and how they can use how your brain works to capture as much of your attention as possible on a device or on an app. Now, what's disturbing about that is that they then sell your attention to marketing companies because it's a value. But what this is doing, to my earlier point, is this is actually creating a society where we are programming neural pathways that can do nothing but be distracted on a constant basis. You only have to consider a daily activity that many of us undertake. How often do you go into your email to do a specific task and find 5 tasks later you've gone down a burrow, you've solved these other 5 tasks, and you've forgotten why you even entered the space in the first place and haven't resolved that original task that you went in to do? This is what distraction does to us, and our neural pathways have been programmed this way, and it's only getting worse the more time we spend on devices or on the internet. Now, Cal talks about creating the space for deep work, and the reason I have found this so powerful is I've actually employed a number of the tools and tactics that he recommends in this book. The ones that have fundamentally shifted things for me, first of all, I have stopped checking email. I've stopped having it open. So I only have my email open and checked twice a day. I do it once early in the morning. I allow myself half an hour to 45 minutes, and then I allow myself an hour at the end of the day. Now, I can't get through all of my emails in that time, but the reality is it doesn't matter. I don't need to get through all my emails. I can scan for what's important, and then I can actually create tasks to address the other items at a later stage. The second thing that I've done is I have created the space for deep work. So blocks of time, large blocks of time, often around 90 minutes, where I'm disconnected from the internet, and I spend those blocks of time focusing on the deep goals that I want to achieve and actually doing focused, concentrated work with no distractions. Absolutely no. I create a zone, I find a space, and I just do this deep work. And I cannot tell you how that has impacted my productivity in just a short time. I've even created a schedule that I've put on my wall as per Cal's recommendation as to how many hours of deep work I can do a week, or I'd like to do a week, and I've started to track that. And it's profound in terms of the milestones I've been able to achieve in such a short time of focused work without distraction. The other thing that's interesting about this is it has reduced the amount of busy in my head. I don't know how many of you guys actually spend a lot of time just thinking about all these little things that you think you need to do that perhaps don't add that much value. By actually getting really clear on what impact I want to have and leveraging Cal's concepts around, or tools around, how to create the space for deep work, I've been able to do more of the stuff that matters. So I would encourage you to pop in the comments below, what are your perspectives? Are you familiar with this work? How would you create the space to do focused work that that doesn't allow for any distraction? And what would you actually do with your time if you could do more deep work? What would it be that you would go deep on? Pop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspectives. Make sure that you subscribe so that you can keep up to date with future episodes. Click the button below and have a fantastic week. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.